All right, you're watching the Sports Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and share these videos on your social platforms. Let's get down to business. So, in this particular video, we're going to talk about the war words that's ensued between that ESPN company bitch, Stephen A. Smith, continuing his jihad against Kyrie Irving. Now, salute the brother Ticket for signal boosting this one, as we're going to get right into it because Stephen A. Smith is trying to do the most. Now, he's persistently been critical of Kyrie ever since the Nets point guard opted to miss games by refusing to get vaccinated for that thing that was out there, right? So after Stephen A. Smith took the day off of work to go on another verbal jihad against Kyrie after Kyrie opted in to his player option, which is going to pay him like $37 million roughly. Stephen A. Smith goes on TV on his day off of work with his hat to the back, talking like he got them gats and the raps, but I can't feel this hardcore, right? Bitch ass, punk ass motherfucker called Kyrie Irving a peon, right? So Kyrie claps back and says, "You're gonna have to explain yourself to people in your generation. I'm not around too many 50-plus year olds that speak and act like he does, but this is new for him. But he's sure his father and uncles can meet him on his level better than he can. We know Stephen A. Smith." Now, whether or not Irving was referring to a specific bit of content from Smith is unclear. This is coming from the Washington Post. The ESPN star has been on first take this week, but he did upload a video reacting to Kyrie's $36 million option opt-in with the Nets for the upcoming season. Kyrie, said what he said, and then Stephen A. Smith and right, rebuttal. So Stephen A. goes on Twitter and says that he got it twisted big time. That he don't have to explain a damn thing to anyone, especially him and his dad. Now, he calls out Stephen A. Smith name drops Rod Strickland, who is apparently Kyrie's uncle, and said that he loved and respect Rod Strickland. He also says when asked for Kyrie, when he has a level, let him know because he's not aware that he has one off the court. Either way, he has a wish. One day that Kyrie will stop hiding behind the public support he receives and fess up to the shenanigans he engaged in, leaving folks hanging like laundry. Be honest about what he's been doing. Until then, let's confront one another one on one for the world to see. This the thing with this punk ass motherfucker, right? This the thing that Stephen is. He's trying to treat this as some kind of spectacle for him to generate ratings and make money for his own self, right? Not understanding and realizing that some people ain't all for this damn talking, right? He got to understand some people go come see him and they ain't be all for that goddamn talking. He trying to make a goddamn clown show out of Kyrie Irving and his name. And these so-called talking heads on TV don't seem to understand that you just can't go out here, say what the fuck you want to say, and don't think there's gonna be consequences and repercussions behind that. There will definitely be consequences and repercussions behind that. Why do you think Russell Westbrook is going after Skip Bayless after, for what he consistently keep doing? Now they sit up there and think they can hide behind the First Amendment and hide behind all this media protection that they got, but they don't understand what they say comes with a price, and you cannot say what you want to say without being prepared for the backlash and the repercussions that come up behind that. Now, I find it funny that Stephen A. don't got a whole lot to say and don't have to explain nothing to nobody, but when he ran his mouth about Shohei Ohtani, that ain't the Los Angeles Angels baseball player, oh, he had a whole lot to say because people were coming for his fucking job. At that point, he was down on bended knee in any outlet that he had, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, hell, his own TV show, national TV, right? Because his own colleague Jeff Passan jumped on his ass for saying that bullshit about the um Angels baseball player Shohei Ohtani, right? Colleagues jumping on his ass. You had people on social media jumping on his ass. People were calling for his job. And he was on, for the last 2-3 days after that, he was on an apology tour. Long-winded diatribe apology tour trying to save his damn skin because he knew he put his foot in his mouth. He did a whole lot of explaining then. Why can't he do a whole lot of explaining now? Enough is enough with the bullshit. Now, if someone backhands him a couple times, then maybe he'll shut the fuck up, right? Years ago, like a couple decades ago, a quarterback by the name of Jim Everett played for the Los Angeles Rams, right? But he played for a couple other teams in the NFL. He went on Jim Rome. Jim Rome kept calling him names. Jim Rome was warned multiple times not to say what he said, but he kept on saying it until a fight ensued on set. To have to go to commercial. Jim Rome don't even mentions the guy's name mentions Jim Everett's name anymore, right? After that fight, right? These athletes, you can be critical without being disrespectful. And Stephen A. Smith don't seem to get that through his fucking cheese or croissant butter biscuit ass. That fucking, oh man, I hate this motherfucker, yo. This buck dancing ass, sellout, coon ass, cheese or croissant circuit ass motherfucker. I can't stand this bitch. Because every time you turn your head, he's always running his mouth about shit. Always running his mouth about Kyrie. He ran his mouth about Colin Kaepernick. I mean, who else you gonna run his mouth about? Then when people won't come see him, then all of a sudden now he has a different tune. Oh, well, you understand? I got a job I gotta do. I got. I got a family just like you too, my brother. Hey, at the end of the day, it's all love, my brother. No, it ain't no fucking love, bitch. It ain't no fucking love, bitch. And that's the bottom line. Because, yes, we might be critical of Kyrie Irving about the stuff he did and the stuff he said and all this other shit, right? But he got to always put all this extra on it. Always got to put this sauce on it. This punk ass bitch always got to do the fucking most. That's what come to these bootlicks. They will go out of their way to put all this sauce on it. They got to go the extra mile and do the shuck and jive and do this type of deal for White Daddy. Yeah, because Stephen A. Smith, he does this type of shit here for White Daddy. And he's unapologetic in his buck dancing for White Daddy. I mean, who comes in on their day off just to talk shit about someone who they have a personal vendetta against? Only people like Stephen A. Smith who do this type of deal right here. What's up, Jeffrey Weaver? Salute, bro. Because see, he has no problem doing this type of deal. So when people in Kyrie Irving's camp will be family, friends, or whoever want to go see him, because see, it's easy to sit in front of a camera and behind the fence and death measures and talk all the shit you want to talk. You sit up there, you go to the high heavens, and you run your mouth till the cows come home. You lose your voice, you lose your religion. Hell, you even lose your own sanity just because you want to talk shit and swallow spit and 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 be some bitch ass motherfucker on TV. Yeah, because when you go on TV, you run your mouth. You talk this big childish Gambino, Frank Lucas, Tony Montana type of deal when he on TV. But when you see him in person though, oh, it's a whole different thing. Yeah. Talk like Tarzan, play like Jane. So if someone wants to go see him, well, that's Stephen A. Smith's own damn fault. Cause he made this bed. He made this bed nice and comfortable for him to lay in. Cause he gonna eventually gonna have to lay in it. Straight up. Straight up. Enough of this bullshit. It comes to a point where man has to defend his name and his respect. It has to come to a point where man has to defend his name and defend his respect. And no other man has the right to go in and shit on somebody's name and shit on somebody's respect to where eventually that person gonna have to come out and defend himself. And then you got all these so-called people out here, these so-called experts out here that act like this is a one-size-catch-all situation. Look, some people handle things differently. Some people say they want to talk to him. Other people, look, you already did enough talking, right? When it come time for the get down, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens after this, right? Because Stephen A. run his mind talking about, oh man, I ain't gonna explain myself to nobody. Well, considering that how he had to explain himself to the Asian community when he ran his mouth by Shohei Ohtani and all that, yeah. Because see, we won't forget. Now he'll try to make us forget that, but we won't forget that, right? When Michelle Beadle ran her mouth after Stephen A. Smith came out and said something that was actually truthful once in his pathetic life. He came back and had to do all that explaining. He still got suspended. What's up, LA Sports Live? What's good with you, bro? So Stephen A. Smith is a punk ass bitch. And that is the bottom line, man. I don't like this motherfucker, yo. I don't got no respect for bitch ass, punk ass, sellout ass motherfuckers like Stephen A. Smith. Cause he talk tough, but he ain't tough. That motherfucker's a pussy ass motherfucker, yo. I don't like no pussy ass motherfucker. If you gonna talk that shit, You best be able to back it up. And every time you turn your head, and every time people step to this bitch ass, punk ass beta male, he always got something to say. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. You gotta understand, man. You know, I'm doing this for TV, man. I'm doing this for my white paymaster, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit he say on TV. When you say the shit you say, be prepared for the fucking consequences. Because there's good consequences and there's bad consequences. And when you do the shit you do and you say the shit you say, you better be prepared to stand behind that shit. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you for supporting the channel. Thank you for your Yeshua for the blessings in life. Salute to you. Glenn Big Dog Robinson wanted to smoke with this bastard where he said, oh man, I don't want no smoke for that. That's not what I do. He switched up. Kenyon Martin ran to this motherfucker overseas because he ran his mouth by Kenyon Martin's contract situation. Then he bitch up then. This dude has a track record of being a fucking alpha male in front of the camera and a beta male in front of you. This motherfucker's a punk ass bitch. And if his family wants to go see him, then hey, it's part of territory. It's just part of territory. But you gotta understand, right? Because I hear a lot of people out here talking, all Stephen A. Smith got to do is sue Kyrie Irving and his family. Because, Stephen A. Smith, he got all these. Look, there's such thing as provoking words and gestures, all right? And Stephen A. Smith has provoked the situation. He did. He kept on banging on this man, using provoking words and gestures, and this has an adverse effect on Kyrie Irving's contract situation in the NBA. Now, why he don't keep these same energy for all these white folks? When Kyrie told the truth about the jab, Stephen A. Smith was on this multi-day jihad against Kyrie. Aaron Rodgers lies about the situation. He hits Aaron Rodgers with kid gloves because, leave it to that bobblehead fuck. He's a bad man. Leave it up to this motherfucker, right? Then when Justin Turner violated protocol and when the Dodgers won the World Series 2 years ago, he was supposed to be in quarantine. Instead, Justin Turner runs out on the field, hugging players, grabbing the trophy, holding it up in the air, blowing his dragon breath all over the atmosphere. And what Stephen A. Smith say about that, right? Because had it been anybody black, he'd been on them like flies on shit. But instead, Justin Turner gets a pass and says, this was a heated moment, and he wanted to be out there with his teammates, so I don't see nothing wrong with that. Motherfucker, it was COVID out there for crying out loud. He was supposed to be in quarantine, and that's what you say? He don't keep the same energy for all them white folks, man, because he know he can't step out of line with them, but he can spit on the line, throw dirt on the line, cross the line, and act like he's some big shot when it comes to black folks. And if someone slaps him across his fucking head a couple times, this motherfucker will finally get the picture. What's up, Steph? This motherfucker's a punk ass bitch. All he wants to do is talk about how he from Hollis, Queens and shit. Motherfuckers in Hollis, Queens don't respect this motherfucker. Now, for all my New York people up here, right? Do y'all respect this motherfucker, Stephen A. Smith? I just want to know, right? For everybody that watched this video that's from New York, right? Because he always like to claim Hollis, Queens, and all that other type of bullshit, right? Do y'all respect this motherfucker? Like when did he get like this red carpet treatment whenever he comes stomping around New York and all that? Or does he avoid that area because he know motherfuckers be looking for him? Because he always like to talk this shit about how he from Harlem, Queens and shit. Like that supposed to mean something. Like that supposed to put some kind of fear in somebody's heart. Because he from Harlem, Queens and all that. Right? I gotta understand, man. I'm from Harlem, Queens, man. We don't get down like, what do you mean we? Motherfuckers don't respect you in your own goddamn hood. He's the type of motherfucker that when he leave for the hood, when he leave the hood, he can't come back. Motherfucker don't put no respect on this fucking clown's name. Motherfucker ain't got no respect. Because he made it clear that he willing to do this once again for money. He's willing to do this for the love of money. How could I make my boss's money and how could I get some of it? That's this motherfucker right here. That's this punk ass, bitch ass bitter mill that you see here with that fucking dark side hairline on his forehead. Punk bitch. I mean, this motherfucker's a cornball if there ever was one. For real. This motherfucker's a goddamn clown. And I don't see why people run behind and fucking follow this dude. For what? All he does is blither, blather, and bloviate about shit he don't fucking know. You know what they say about what you don't know. What you don't know can get you hurt. What you don't know can get you hurt badly. Now, I'm not one to advocate violence on this channel. Wink, wink. But what you don't know can get you hurt badly. This motherfucker don't know when to shut the fuck up. All you gotta do is go do what you do and shut your ass up. You come on TV, you come on whatever podcast or whatever and report the news. No one no one wants to see you come on TV and put all this sauce on it. Fucking coon ass motherfucker. This motherfucker's a goddamn fucking coon. Period. And one more thing, Ass Clown, Mr. Mask, aka Mr. Ass Clown. Now, you keep putting my fucking name in your mouth, but I'm pretty sure you another type of beta male that don't keep the same energy, right? You red bone high yellow slut. Look here, I'm on a jihad against your motherfucking red bone ass bitch. All right, just know that if we ever cross paths, just know I'm gonna keep the same energy, right? Because I have absolutely no problem defending and respecting my goddamn name, right? Now I'm gonna take this machete and skin the fucking bacon fat off you, Porky. You better leave me the fuck alone. You better stop disrespecting me, all right? Because, see, it's all good in the neighborhood when you can sit there in front of your camera and on your computer and talk tough. If you gonna talk tough, you better be tough. And I don't think you built like that, you punk ass bitch. Because, see, somebody like him and Stephen A. Smith got the same quality. They're both punk ass, motherfucking bitch ass, coon ass, cheese and croissant circuit members who sit up here and put on the show for everybody to see and try to make their names off the backs of somebody else. But I'm not the motherfucker you're gonna make your name off of, you punk ass motherfucker. You hear me? With that dirty pussy hair around your goddamn face, you call a goatee. And you run around here with a golden retriever, you call a wife. Now I keep telling you, your mouth be writing checks that your ass can't cash, you punk ass motherfucker. You don't got the verbal, mental, nor testicular fortitude to call yourself trying to ship up with me. I ain't the fucking one, bitch. Now, what's understood don't gotta be explained. Because I'm tired of explaining shit to you. Because your low class, yellow short bus, lead chip, pig eating ass don't seem to understand what the fuck you dealing with. These ain't the problems you want, motherfucker. And I keep telling your stupid ass to leave me the fuck alone. Now take lessons from this bubblehead bitch right here and stop running your fucking mouth because you don't know nothing. And because what you don't know is going to get you hurt badly. Now back to this punk ass bitch Stephen A. Smith. I got zero respect for this punk because all he does is run his mouth. He ran his mouth about for 20 years running his mouth about damn Kwame Brown. Now, I got my own issues with Kwame Brown, right? I got my own issues with this motherfucker. But the fact of the matter is, Stephen A. Smith ran his mouth about his game and all that for 20 years. He comes back and claps back at Stephen A. Smith, and people got a problem with Kwame Brown. Like what? The man can't defend himself? The man can't defend himself now. It's okay to attack Kwame Brown. It's okay to attack a person like me because y'all think I'm some kind of path of least resistance. But I'm here to tell you, I am definitely not the path of least resistance. And I'm built for this shit straight up. This punk ass motherfucker think he's built like that. He think he's the tough guy, but he's not more than a fucking puff pastry in this bitch. Stephen A. Smith is a goddamn puff pastry in this shit. All he does is run his fucking mouth until someone approaches him. Then all of a sudden, the band got a different tune. Fuck this punk ass motherfucker, man. I mean that shit on everything I love and hate. Everything I respect and disrespect. Fuck this punk ass motherfucker right here. That's right. Now, this video might get me a strike. This video might get me age restricted. But I just don't give a damn anymore. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Because this punk ass motherfucker need to be G-checked. Straight up. Straight up. Because he don't keep the same energy. Despite the fact he's from Hollis, Queens. Fuck you and what you represent, you punk ass motherfucker. Straight up. I mean that shit, man. You not subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platform. If you defend this bastard right here, stay the fuck off my channel. All right? Because I don't need nobody putting on their scrappy dude cape to defend this motherfucker. He's totally in the wrong. He's always been in the wrong, but he's always apologetic when it comes to other groups, though. When it comes to them Asians jumping on his ass, oh, he's all apologetic. He's all on bended knee, channeling his inner boys to men, apologizing to shit. Punk ass bitch. That's right. He's a bitch. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt.